What's up, man? What's up, man? Let me share the screen. Waited all this time for them to drop the lines. Like, damn, man, how long they gonna wait? Lines, early lines, most important. Early lines are the most important. Early lines are the most important. Okay. Let me get something up here for us. Let me get something up here. News. Next thing, news, man. News. 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 I can't. News is the end all be all. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this. If you can't, so starting off with the books like every day. If you don't know how to get to, you go to preseason basketball, all sports, basketball, and then bam, there we go. We should have so preseason one. We got 7 games today. Okay. Uh, news comes at a premium. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to get some news. All the news I get, I tweet it out. So there you have that. Got a little news right now. Got some leans and got a few things we can talk about here. For my betting folks, you know, live betting is major key. When you're betting blowouts, 11 plus bands, first quarter, full game, whatever case may be, everything they have to offer. Let me see if they have anything sexier to offer today. Today, let me see. Make a quick look. Okay, we still got total parlays, margins, yada yada yada. Okay, I don't have to go into that, but y'all know what we do. I posted that ticket yesterday everywhere. That sucker hit. If Omer U7 played, that motherfucker would have hit. I mean, it would have went all the way. Um, be responsible. Bankroll management is major key. Let's jump right into it. Indiana Pacers at New York Knicks. We got an over under 216.5 in this one here. New York Knicks are minus 4 point favorites in this spot here. And I ain't even going to get to begin to talking about uh, I'd say rightfully so. All right, rightfully so. This this Indiana Pacers team can put up points when they want to. Let's just head over here to Prize Picks. So mm, we were talking about that New York Knicks game, right? So Halliburton, we got Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner from that game. Then we got Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, and Jalen Brunson. All right, these guys. Um, I would expect. Mm. So they first of all, Prize Picks they tighten up the screws. All right, they tighten up the screws. You see these point totals going up and everything of that nature. All right. So this is the second game for New York Knicks here. The usage is there for the usual suspects. Don't get it twisted. Randall took 10 shots. R.J. Barrett took 14 shots, and Brunson went 7 for 9. Very efficient. Not too much defense going on over here in this in the for the for for Indiana Pacers. So I can't talk you off of neither one of these guys. R.J. Barrett and Jalen Brunson probably be a few guys that I really, really, really got my eye on. They're scoring in multiple different ways. I mean, Julius Randle can too, but these guys going to be on the perimeter. The minutes for these guys, they didn't play. Neither one of those guys played 20 minutes outside of R.J. Barrett. So that's something to look at there. But this Indiana team can produce points. They can get up and down the floor. I'm looking at Jalen Brunson, probably one that I really really might like. But if you want to fade, I mean, we got a big card today. Be my guest. Tyrese Halliburton, bad game last game. Miles Turner, he played okay, and Buddy Hield, here goes that 12 with that hook again. 3 point shooter, he goes out there and hit 4 threes, don't hit 5, and then he gets stuck on that 12 on the hook. Sometimes I don't, I like to mess with people that can score in different phases of the game, not just 3 point dependent. But I can't talk off the 12 and a half. He almost got there last game. If he's on, he's going to smash that. So 12 and a half is something that I'm really, really looking hard at. Miles Turner as well. Some of the numbers from last game, Miles Turner, and well, everybody. I'll just run off some of the usage and stuff like that. 18 minutes for Miles Turner, 12 points. Chris Duarte, he's not up there. He was one of my favorite picks. He's not up there. So they have that. 22 minutes for him, 22 minutes for Halliburton, 20 minutes for Buddy Hield. Let's see. Um, Buddy Hield went 3 for 8. Halliburton 2 for 8. Duarte 4 for 7, and Miles Turner 3 for 8. Miles Turner can step behind the arc and hit a 3 or so too. So that's something to look out there. But I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that Buddy Hield, and I'm really looking at it. I got a slight lean towards the over on that one there. Can't talk. I mean, the attempts are there for these three guys. They can definitely get there. The attempts are there. I'll keep my eyes peeled for any news. Next game we could talk about would be the Boston Celtics at Charlotte Hornets. We got an over under 221.5 in this one here. Boston Celtics are a 9.5 point favorites in the spot. Charlotte Hornets, they just this will be the third game for the Boston Celtics here. Might be something like a dress rehearsal. We know the usual suspects. They got plenty of minutes. It could be bad. It could be looking bad for Charlotte in this spot here. It's Boston Celtics from a betting standpoint. It's a Boston Celtics are nothing for me. It probably could end up blowing their ass out. You never know. So keep an eye out for that situation there. Both teams, the usual suspects, have been getting their minutes. I expect each one of these guys, each one of these teams to get their minutes. Last game, Boston, this is their third game. Could be a dress rehearsal and probably sit the rest of the guys on the fourth and final preseason game. But yeah, the starters, 26 minutes for Horford, 24 for White, 26 for Smart, 29 for Tatum, 26 for Brown. So Hauser and Brogdon and Pritchard and Williams, they all played 20 minutes, man. So, I just like this team a little better. I like this team better. So from a betting standpoint, give them Boston Celtics in this one, yeah. Unless we hear anything about news. Blake Griffin, they got Blake Griffin up there? What the fuck? Let me refresh this shit, man. Go back to NBA. All right, so Blake Griffin, how many minutes did he play last game? None. So they we'll see. Hauser, I like the 11.5 for him. Last game they wrapped him up. Even if it's a blowout, he's gonna get extra usage there. He played 26 minutes last game. He had 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He 8 for 12 from the field. The attempts were there for him. 5 from 8 for 3. Somebody we're going to be looking out for in the long run. Now, as far as Oubre, you know what? We must have just got news. Hold that thought. We had to just get news, all right? Because they took them down. Let me see something, guys. See, this is what you got to do, man. I think we got news. No wonder they put Blake Griffin up there. All right, they must be out. Let me see some news real fast. Jason Tatum. I think they're gonna be out. All right, so it's gonna be my top play. Top play is gonna be Hauser here. And then LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Kelly Oubre, they all in play. They all in play. You know, let me go back and let me finish this video. Let me do that. Let me finish this video and I'll get the news. Okay, so of course the highest usage players: LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Kelly Oubre. Yes, especially if those guys are out. Yes, you know, because I did see Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum up there, so they snatched them off the board. Usually they're out when they do that. Yeah, usually they're out when they do that. I just want to know right now. Hmm. Fuck it, man. Let me finish the video. So if all those guys are in, yes, I like Boston to win this game. If not, then I have to reiterate that shit. Detroit Pistons at New Orleans Pelicans. We got an over under 220 in this spot here. Now we have to look out for guys like CJ McCollum. He's already ruled out. All right. Brandon Ingram, I don't think he's gonna go, but it's a possibility he can, but I just don't think he's gonna go. All right, so that's one thing where we can look at there. What other news that I got here? Um, hmm. Uh, I think Herbert Jones is gonna go today, and Trey Murphy, he might be a go today, so that's something you need to look at. All right, Alec Burks, yeah, he's out. Either way it goes, so there you have that. Now, who we have? Who do we have? Who do we have from that game? Oh shit, we don't have anybody. So just in case they bring anybody out, Zion Williamson, he did play. I think Zion only played 15 minutes. Okay, I think Zion only played 15 minutes that game. So keep an eye out on that situation. Um, I can see instances where you fade. And for the Detroit Pistons, I don't see anybody out for that Detroit game right now. Um, I don't see anybody out for that Detroit game. Interesting. I didn't really look over the board that good. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, but I kind of have some interest in Detroit guys. Uh, Ivy, I mean, 22 minutes. He had 16 points, 6 for 9 from the field. He's somebody who could be a play. Even if Cunningham goes, then he's somebody that you can look at. 23 minutes, man. Not as good as the shooting night. He only went 3 for 12, so the usage is there. So I'd imagine he's somebody looking to bounce back. Um, I need to hear news from that game before I pick a side. Denver Nuggets at Chicago Bulls. We got an over under 221 in this spot here. Nikola Jokic, he's got a wrist deal. He was doubtful. Now he's questionable. We'll see. We'll see. On the other side, the Bulls. So like I said, I can't make a move on that game until I see injury news and notes. As far as prize picks here, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter. Excuse me. I expect them to ramp their minutes up. I don't think they played that many minutes last game. So we'll have to check the status to see who's in and out in that situation between Nikola Jokic because if Nikola Jokic plays, obviously limited minutes for everybody already. Some of the usage can go down for some of these players. But Jokic played 15 minutes, Murray 14, Gordon had 14 more, Porter had 14 minutes. I'm gonna need to see more minutes from these guys. I expect more minutes for these guys either way it go. And the usage was like Jokic only took one shot. Murray went 4 for 7. Gordon 4 for 6. Porter 5 for 7. So I'm gonna need more minutes for these guys until further notice. On the Bulls side, the minutes and the usage is pretty much concentrated when these guys are out there. You know where it's going to the three guys. Vucevic was pretty good last out, so that's something to look at there. So, but the minutes wise, I mean, 15 minutes for Vucevic, 21 for DeRozan, 17 for Levine. He got the short end of the stick out of the starters. Um, but the usage, like I said, was concentrated. 10 shots for 10 shots for Vucevic, 9 for DeRozan, and 6 for Levine. I need for these guys to play a little bit, get the ball, a little bit more minutes, man, and get up a little bit more shots for me to start fucking around with their props. Probably one I'm gonna like the most here is Vucevic. Uh, he can be very efficient. At 12 and a half points, he's gonna take more high percentage shots there. But we get any word on minutes. Minutes allotments. And then this team is not, their perimeter defenders are not that good. They did assign Caldwell Pope. I don't know if he's starting now, but it is what it is. I'll be looking at Vucevic hard here. Everybody's at play, but I'll be looking at Vucevic hard here. Toronto Raptors at Houston Rockets. Yes. I love this game environment here. The first guys that were out were Jalen Green, Trent, Jabari Smith. He won't be playing. He's out. OG Anunoby, Kevin Porter, and Scotty Barnes. I ain't gonna lie. I took the over on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was just a throwaway ticket, but I did take the over on Jalen Green, and his line is moving. It came out at like 11.5 or 12.5. It was not 13.5. So I took the over on all those guys in a bare minimum ticket there. But yeah, I like the over for Scotty and OG for sure. I like the over. Gary Trent, if he gets hot, yeah. But I definitely like the over for Scotty and OG for sure. I'll just keep it moving. Miami Heat at Memphis Grizzlies. We got an over under 208.5 in this spot here. There will be no Jimmy Butler. No. Let me see what I got here. No Jimmy Butler. No Bam Adebayo. No Kyle Lowry. And the rest of the guys, I gotta see. Tyler Hero might not play. All right. Omar year 7 probably gonna play. So I gotta see. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna like Memphis in this one. I'm gonna like Memphis in this one. I think Memphis. Should be their third game. Might be a dress rehearsal for Memphis. Yeah. Might be a dress rehearsal where they come out and give it they all, before that last preseason game and sit everybody else. All right. So what is it? Yeah, this is their third preseason game here. All right. Last preseason game out versus the Orlando Magics. Stats went something like 21 minutes for Adams, 22 for Brooks, 23 for Bane, 21 for Morant. Aldama had 23 minutes. Concha 22. The usual suspects all of them played like 20 minutes. Morant had 22 points. Man, he was looking efficient out there. Bane had 11 points. Brooks had 9. The usage was there. So only person that hit double figures was and shot attempts was John Morant, and then Aldama right behind him. So John Morant sitting at 17.5. Max Struss, I'm going to like that. It's 10.5 for Max Struss. Duncan Robinson, I imagine he's going to go 11.5. I can't talk you off of that. Okay, so there's Zion Williamson right there and Jackson Hayes, which both of these guys had good games. Devontae Graham, I'm going to like that. Devontae Graham for sure. I'm going to like that. Jaden Ivey. So they must have just put these guys out. Jaden Ivey, 13.5 versus these Pelicans. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. Yeah, probably keep an eye out on my first ticket that I post on the community section or whatever case may be. But back to the 17.5 for John Morant. Can't talk you off of that. He's just one of those guys. If you're gonna jump on it, I say jump on it now. It's definitely doable. Desmond Bain, he can get hot. I mean, he's hit this number. No, he did not hit this number. Oh, yeah. He had 11 points last out. They give him 11.5 right now. I can't talk you off of that. Can't talk you off of it. Yeah. So, Max Struss, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. No Lowry, Duncan Robinson. I'm gonna like that. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna take the value. I'm gonna take the value on these guys. 10.5, 11.5. I ain't got no choice. I got a choice, but I'm gonna end up taking the value on these guys. Devontae Graham, I'm gonna end up taking the value on him. Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna look at that. So that's how I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna take the value on a lot of these guys here. All right. What is this? Is this the last game? Orlando Magic at Dallas Mavericks here. We got an over under 204.5. Man, it's hard to say. This is a back-to-back for Orlando. I think this is their third game here. Let me see. This might be, I think this is their third game here as well. And then this is a back-to-back. They got young guys, so it really don't have to, take too much into that. But they got young guys here. You might see somebody like Wendell Carter probably could be sitting, maybe not. I expect Luka Doncic to play in this one here. 17.5 points. I don't know if I want to get there though. Spencer Dinwiddie, I'm interested in that 13.5 for Wood. I'm gonna have some interest in that Banchero. I mean, he's gonna have to get there at some point. This is the third game. He's gonna have to get there at some point. So I can't talk you off that 11.5. I like that. Christian Wood, I like that. I just want to see him and Luka throw down. Spencer Dinwiddie. It's gonna be interesting to see if guys like Tim Hardaway. This would be the second game for Dallas. Tim Hardaway might play, so I don't know if how I want to pinpoint how I want. I'm gonna wait for a little news. I know money's not gonna be coming in on guys like Dinwiddie and stuff like that, so their lines just might not move. I do want to see what's up with Tim Hardaway though. If he plays, because he says he's 100%. But I definitely like Christian Wood in this spot here. I just like it. All right. And let's see. We do have Wendell Carter out, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. Something's telling me he might be a sit candidate, but if he goes 10.5 points, I like it. 10.5 points, I like it if he goes. All right. I don't have a side in that one. I ain't gonna lie, I don't have a side in that one. Let's see. Anything else here on the board? Honorable mentions. Devontae Graham, man, that's interesting for me. I keep coming back to this Devontae Graham. I think I like it. I know I like it, but I just don't want to throw a definite out there. But I think I like it. I mean, Devontae Graham, 21 points. He can stroke it from behind the arc. He took eight 3-point shots. He went 5 for 11. With no McCollum and no possibly no what's his name? Brandon Ingram. I think I'm gonna like that. Jackson Hayes played 26 minutes last game. 9.5 points is not out of the rim of possibilities for him. He had 14 and 6, and he went 7 and 8 from the field. 7 of 8 from the field. Just in case they don't want to push Zion Williamson that much, you know what I'm saying? Minutes equal opportunities. Like I said, Jackson Hayes, he had 26 minutes. So keep an eye on those situations there, man. I'm be having my eye on that situation. I just need, I need to hear that. I might have to jump on that now, that 10 and that 12.5. So it's some spots. It's some spots here. Today might be a day I might do 3 cards. I might post them all. But be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, guys. Peace.